I'm Anil Kumar, and here is the last thinking question on the test Unit 4 Polynomial Equations and Inequalities. Question number 13. Use what you know about factoring method to solve the following inequality. X squared plus x minus 12 divided by x squared plus 5x plus 6 less than 0. Well, this question is indeed from your book, Advanced Functions by Nelson. But some students thought that this should not be asked, since this is not a polynomial but a rational function. But see the way it has been asked. Use what you know. So you have to apply your knowledge and then solve it, right? So don't really assume that such questions cannot be asked. It is a very popular question for Unit 4. So look into this solution very carefully. So we have x squared plus x minus 12 divided by x squared plus 5x plus 6. And what we know is we can easily factor both numerator and denominator. Let's do it. So we can write this as product as minus 12, sum is plus 1. So x plus 4 times x minus 3 is the numerator. And the denominator, product of 6, sum of plus 5. So plus 5 and 6, 3 times 2, right? So x plus 3 times x plus 2 should be less than 0. So what we have some factors here. Now in these factors we can write some restrictions and some zeros, right? So what we find here is that the zeros are at x equals to minus 4 and at plus 3, right? And that is the numerator zeros. The denominator zeros are at minus 3 and minus 2, right? So these are also the restrictions. So we say x is not equal to minus 3 and minus 2, since denominator cannot be 0, correct? Now once we know zeros and of both numerator and denominator, then we can find the intervals where the function is less than 0, or we should say negative, right? So what I will do here is we'll follow the same table method. I'll make a big table this time and explain you how to solve such questions. Okay, so I think that will help us. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. So we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 zeros. These zeros are going to divide the interval into 5 regions, right? So we'll write zeros here again. Okay, zeros. So zeros are at left to right, minus 4, then we have minus 3, then we have at minus 2 and at plus 3. So okay, so these are our zeros. Let me draw a line here. Okay, that's fine. Now, how about the intervals? Now, intervals are minus infinity to minus 4. Then we have minus 4 to minus 3, minus 3 to minus 2, minus 2 to 3, and then from 3 to infinity. So within these intervals, let us take some test points. Okay, so I'm just squeezing it test points within the intervals. So we have minus 5 here, minus 3.5 here, minus 2.5, and here we can take 0 as the point, and then we can take 4 here. Now these are our test points, and let's write down all our factors. So the factors are x plus 4, then we have x plus 3. Let me write all factors in order. Then we have x plus 2, and then we have x minus 3, right? So these are our factors. So let me draw some lines to help you. Okay, so let's quickly draw them. Okay, that's great. We are only looking for signs, positive or negative. If I plug in minus 5, I get negative. If I plug in minus 3.5, we get positive for all of these, right? Since I've arranged them, that is the order. X plus 3, negative, negative, positive, positive, positive. X plus 2, negative, 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 positive, positive. X minus 3 will get negative. Even for 0 we get negative. For 4 only we get positive. And now this is our function. So our function is product of all this. That means we are multiplying 4 negatives. What do we get? We do get a positive. 3 negatives will give us a negative, positive, negative, positive. What do we need? We need negative as our solution, less than 0, right? So these are the solutions. Do you get the idea? So apply what you have learned and then write down your solution, correct? So let me write down clearly the solution now. So solution for this inequality is within the interval -4 to -3, right? So we have -4 to -3, and which I can write union also, and from -2 to 3, correct? So that is the solution for this particular question. I hope that helps you to understand the whole concept. Thank you and all the best.